Good morning, students. Hope all of you are well. We have started our chapter number 9, that is Internet Services. So, today we'll continue with our next topic, that is e commerce. E commerce stands for electronic commerce. It includes buying and selling of goods, services in exchange of money over the internet. So many activities are done by the e-commerce, that is advertisement. Buyer can place their order, they can transfer their funds, they can check the status of the order placed. All these services are done online except delivery of goods. Delivery of goods is done by the supplier at the buyer's doorstep only. So, with the help of online services, we can do anything except delivery of goods. We can track anything online. So, e-commerce is having so many advantages and disadvantages. First is advantages of e-commerce, that is 24 into 7 access. These online portals are available 24 into 7. We can access it anytime. Next is global marketing. There is no geographical or distance barrier. Consumer or customer can buy product from anywhere without moving around physically. It allows customer to buy according to their choice. Wider range of product. Online stores offer a wider range of product which help a customer to select a better quality product easily. Review and ratings. A buyer can go through the review and rating of the product given by the consumers before buying any product. It helps to select better quality product, better product. Next is time and cost effective. It is a convenient, quick and easy method of shopping. By sitting at home, office or at any place, we can do shopping, and it helps to save our traveling time also. So in spite of advantages, e-commerce is having some shortcomings also, that are called disadvantages of e-commerce. In which consumer can't see or examine the product personally. Internet connection is necessary for it. If there is no internet connection, we can't do online business. It could lead to loss of personal and financial information, where our financial means account information or our personal information can be lost on internet. Consumer have to wait for a product due to delay in shopping. It is called lacks of instant gratification. Means for whenever we buy anything online, it takes few days to arrive at our home. For example, if we are booking a ticket, that is received instantly, but if you are buying any other product, that takes few days to arrive at our home. That is called instant gratification. Means we can't get our product instantly at the same time. So these are the disadvantages of e-commerce. next services e Next services under the e-commerce, which includes e-learning, e-shopping, e-ticketing and e-banking. So first is e-learning. It refers to the kind of learning conducted by the computer and internet connection. It includes teleconferencing, video conferencing, live chats, educational videos, etc. So it is a step ahead of traditional learning system and has efficiently taken the whole idea of education to the next level. This is a method of learning which enable people to learn without having to attend the physical classroom. There are so many benefits of e-learning, which are: it allows flexible learning hours and schedule. We can study anywhere, in library, in office, in study center or any place according to our choice. It helps to save our cost and time also, which we are spending on traveling. A student can usually access or download study material anytime, anywhere. Instructor can be contacted for assistance whenever it is required. And assignments, exams, results, certificates, everything is available online only. So many academies are there which are conducting online classes, like IIT, Harvard, MIT. These are the universities which are providing free online classes, and so many academies are there also, like Khan Academy is the popular free online educational platform which is created in 2008 by Salman Khan, with the goal of creating a set of online tools that help to educate students. It also provides YouTube videos right? So next is e-shopping. E-shopping is also known as online shopping. So many popular websites are there for this: www.amazon.com, www.flipkart.com, www.mintra.com, www.jabong.com. By using these websites, we can do online shopping by sitting at home. There is no need to visit any place. So next service is e-banking. E-banking stands for electronic banking. It is also known as internet banking, net banking, or online banking. This is a platform that enables bank account holder to access various services of banks online without having to visit a bank. The IFSC code is required for this, that is Indian Financial System Code. It is required for transferring funds online. It is an alphanumeric code that facilitates electronic money transfer. You can access account information and perform any transaction anytime as per your convenience. A account holder has a valid user ID and password for this service. You can transfer any fund, any cash payment online by using this e-banking service. So many banks are there which are providing e-banking service, that are SBI, PNB, ICIC, Axis, HDFC. Every bank is having their own website address. So if we are using e-banking service, so we have to use some safety measures. First is always make financial transactions from a secure website which indicates by HTTPS. Never share your password, OTP, ATM pin and other confidential banking details with anyone. Always log out from the banking site after completion of transaction. So we should follow these safety measures whenever we are using online banking. Next service is UPI, that is Unified Payment Service. It is a real-time payment system. It is developed by National Payment Corporation of India and launched on 11th of April 2016. It is regulated by Reserve Bank of India and it is specially designed to transfer money between two accounts through a mobile phone. This is a step towards we want India a cashless economy. It is an efficient step in making cashless payment faster and easier way for millions of people in our country. It is a good or safe and secure method as it is highly encrypted format. So next service is BHIM, that is Bharat Interface for Money. This is also based on UPI. It enables you to transfer money by using just a mobile number. It is supported by all Indian banks. In this, two parties must be having their bank account and with the help of mobile phone they can transfer their money. It is used on all mobile devices. Last but not the least, that is e-greeting. These are the electronic cards created using digital media. These cards are sent in the form of a link. Some popular websites which are providing free and paid access of these cards like www.123greetings.com, www.ecards.com, www.egreetings.gov.in. So on these websites or so many other websites are there for e-greeting. By using these websites we can send birthday cards, anniversary cards or any other occasion card to our friends, relatives and to everyone to whom we want to send. So this is your completion of chapter. Revise your chapter, read your chapter. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.